Hey there, I'm Alex Puller for LSN. MLL teams will head back to training camps over the next couple weeks as they gear up for April 18th's collegiate draft. We caught up with one team, the Boston Cannons, which is attempting to climb out of the basement in the standings.
One of the points where we felt, and in talking to the entire coaching staff, we struggled is we were always looking for the right mix of players, and we had guys really almost week to week. Our roster was different than it had looked the weekend prior.
Cannons midfielder Justin Turry spoke following a training camp session earlier this month, and he and Davey Emila summed up Boston's woes of the past few seasons. Inconsistent rosters plagued the embattled Cannons, leading to a 3-11 finish in 2017.
Obviously last year didn't go as well as we'd liked it to, but it's not a wash. We can learn a lot from that. We got some valuable experience playing together.
But Emila will tell you, last year at times the Cannons were a makeshift unit of little-known names keeping the Boston ship afloat. But the optimism is flourishing following a solid training camp.
I think this is the best roster that we have and most consistent roster heading into our second training camp and then eventually into game 1 versus Charlotte.
In my 3 years, this being my third with the Cannons organization, by far top to bottom, the most talent we've had at a training camp to date.
Perhaps it could be the addition of legendary Dom Starja. Starja joined the Cannons staff as an associate to head coach Sean Quirk back in November. Starja, a Hall of Famer, has compiled 375 wins in 4 national titles at the collegiate level before retiring in 2016. So, Coach Starja, why the MLL? Why now?
42 years coaching college lacrosse, so I've been around the block a couple times, and it was probably time to make a change from that perspective. Having the MLL not quite be a everyday, an in-person everyday experience. Being able to be a little closer to my family on a more regular basis. I was always curious about the MLL and always curious about whether or not I would kind of take the plunge. And it was been great talking to Ian and Sean about that perspective, and they presented me with an opportunity to be a part of this organization. Like I said, I had a special affinity for the Cannons, and and I was very anxious to give it a try.
I'm Alex Puller for LAC Sports Network.